Hi, Aries. It looks like I'm live. So, hello, Aries on YouTube. We will see how this setup is going to work, but it's something I'm trying out. So, I've already pre shuffled your cards. I've gotten some cards from my own Oracle deck, and then I pulled the rest of the cards from the Light Seers Tarot here by Chris Ann because I like these cards. But this is going to be a June 2023 Heidi's Horoscopes Tarot reading for the general collective of Aries. So if you have Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising heavily in your chart, you identify with the sign of Aries. This sign is for you. Or this is your sign. Yeah, this reading is for you. So I thank you guys for tuning in with me. We will go ahead and dive in. But if you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to do that so that you don't miss anything from me. Now I did pull an overall monthly theme from my own Oracle deck for you, Aries, for the month of June. The monthly theme that you have is work face. So, work face tells me that you may have some areas in your life where you are really shining and feeling quite capable and empowered. And then there may be other areas of your life in which you feel a lot less vibrant, okay, a lot less positive, hopeful, or optimistic. So, Workface is not a bad monthly theme to have. It's really about embracing your strengths, leaning into what's working for you, and allowing that to dominate your experience at this time. And that will lead you into brighter days and up levelings in other areas of your life as well, where you seem to find that you are struggling. So, they want me to share with you. First things first, let me tell you this. This is probably going to be an 18 and over video because sometimes I cuss and all kinds of things go on. Okay, Aries? Please use your own free will and good judgment to take it as it resonates, let it land wherever it lands in your life, and make decisions based on what you hear in this reading or any reading. Okay, they want me to say that sometimes you may have to, this is like a little paper mask, a smiley face that you hold in front of your real face, and you pretend like things are okay so that you can pull off whatever it is that you have to do next. Okay. So it's empowered energy to recognize that sometimes we do have these times in our lives when maybe, our home life sucks. Okay. Or we've got drama going on in some area or another. And we really do have to pull ourselves together and put that face on, the best face forward, the best, put your best. You know what I mean, Aries, because you feel this. This is your June, okay? And we're just not quite into June yet, but you're going to know what I'm talking about. You're probably already there. So let's talk about in the area of love, Aries. In the area of love, you have major arcana card number 4, the Emperor, showing up for you. Now, I feel like the Emperor is quite it can be a divine counterpart, okay? But I feel like the Emperor, he's not the giving, loving nurturer, okay? I feel like you are a bit removed in the area of love. I feel like you are much more objective now. You may have just severed ties or you're thinking about it, okay? You're really examining your relationships in your life. This could be romantic partnership, but it doesn't have to be, guys. We love other people, right? We love family members. We love friends, okay? So in relation to other people, you're really taking kind of an evaluation quietly within yourself. You're running things by your spirit team, your inner knowing, whatever that is for you, okay, Aries, and you're deciding how you want to proceed. Now, the Emperor is a leader, and he does have very strong amounts of integrity within him. Okay. So, being that this is in the love area, it's like you want to grow and thrive and succeed, but you also want others to do the same. And it's like you're leading by example by having healthy boundaries, responsible expectations, following through with your word. In that way, you teach others how to co create with you. So, I see you really doing this month, Aries, which is not a bad move to make, especially since you're shining in some areas and in other areas you do need to evaluate. Now, as far as the money, finances, and career, you have major arcana card number 15, the devil. Okay. So the devil can indicate spending recklessly, carelessly, that kind of thing, especially money, finances, career. It can also indicate manipulation, okay? Underhanded means of making money. It could be stealing, you or others, okay? I'll just say this. Maybe you work for a company that's not so on the up and up, okay? Maybe you know of a coworker who is stealing and you want to say something. Aries, this is totally personal to you, but in the area of money, finances, and career in the month of June, there is some sticky energy showing up. Okay. So the devil can indicate temptation, also addictions, abuse, trauma, head games, manipulation, control, deception, that kind of thing. So in this area, it's just really, maybe this is where you're like, oh my gosh, I just have to put on this work face and tolerate whatever this is because it's out of my control because I need to pay my bills. In this instance where you're having some kind of dissonance with your environment, and it's kind of beyond your control because you're chained to that paycheck, right? And you need it. Spirit suggests to you, Aries, that there's always some kind of plan, and things will continue to get worse until you make the choice to make the change. Okay, so that's either speaking up or deciding to look outside of this space and maybe find something more in alignment with who you are. Okay, because I feel like for some Aries out there, it's not just one person, it's a whole collective, a group of people who are just toxic, maybe at work, and it just is poisoning you. And by the time you make it home, you're so down in the dumps or grouchy because you've been sitting in that whatever energy for way too long all day at work, right, Aries? That's what I feel for you. For some Aries, for others, work feels more like a breath of fresh air than home life, but take that as it resonates. That can also be a temptation. I want to work like a workaholic, man, because I don't want to be at home. Take that as it resonates, Aries, June. Now, in the home life, you have the Page of Pentacles. That could totally piggyback on this. Home life, Page of Pentacles. I'm working to juggle this money. I'm focused. My head is down. I'm standing in the center of this circle to make this happen, make ends meet. Okay, that could be what this is in the home life as far as for you, Aries. Now, it also could be taking on a new craft, a new hobby, a new skill. Maybe you've decided to do some spring cleaning or renovating. Something very physical, tangible, something with structure, something with guidelines, and you must focus to really follow through with this and get the hang of this. Okay, this could even be a new diet regimen or some kind of exercise routine, something that you are implementing in the home life to really re-strengthen and restructure what you have going on. It's going to be sustainable for you in the future because I see that you're invested in this process, and that is what it takes for it to become a sustainable future, that comes, something that comes back to you. I really feel like it comes back to you in a very positive way. Let me sip my coffee. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Thank you guys. Okay, so let's dive in with your self-care needs, Aries. I see that you are pretty overwhelmed with a lot of different things going on in June. Okay, so as far as self-care needs, you got major arcana card number 0, the Fool. And this is about doing something totally different, totally carefree, lighthearted, trusting the universe to catch you. So self-care, man, this could be just shaking up that schedule, stepping out of the office, deciding to go get your nails done or your hair done or whatever you like to get done. I don't know. Going to watch a movie, binge watching your favorite TV show, having some ice cream, whatever this different thing is. Okay. Because I feel like you have quite a structure. You got this work face. How do you solve the work face? You bring some of that light into other areas of your life. And how do you do that? By deciding to do things that bring you joy. By deciding to do things that really matter to you, that feed your soul, that mean something, instead of just ho hum, whatever the rest of the thing is. Okay. So Aries, it's truly about your own choice. You've got to break the energy patterns of your own life, or you're going to continue to loop through these cycles until you finally work up enough knowledge, awareness, bravery, courage, whatever it might be, to boom, make that change. And sometimes it's challenging. Sometimes it's scary. Sometimes the answers are not readily available just yet. Okay, so be open to the universe. Shake up your energy patterns by doing something a little bit different. Okay, that's what you need right now. Some unforeseen circumstances for you in June, Aries. You have major arcana card number 14, the Temperance, and I'm drawn into the 14th. So maybe 14 is a special number for you. Maybe around June 14th is when this will really come to the light, because this is your unforeseen circumstance here. But temperance is about discernment, your inner knowing, seeing the dark and the light of the world and not allowing it to overpower you. In fact, you can almost neutralize them and know that they cancel each other out. This individual here has the opportunity to do great things from whatever place he's at. I see him as a human being. Look at his shabby clothes. It looks like he just got off work, okay? But that's a real human person with angel wings and a halo, just like an earth angel. We all have the potential to be healers, to be angels here in this dimension. We all have that potential in our lives. We also have the potential to allow this to more overshadow our balanced nature. Okay, so I feel like it could be around the 14th of the month. Take that as it resonates, Aries. Drop that in the comments if it is like, whoa, on the 14th, something happened. I feel like this is a pay it forward kind of thing, blessing somebody kind of thing, seeing someone in the struggle and knowing what to do or say to help them kind of a thing. This is you realizing your power as the regular person that you are to influence not only your life, not only your loved ones, but something greater than that. You're incurring some kind of healing in a scenario of your life. And it's because you see things from a different angle and you are actually feeling these things from a different perspective as well. Spirit is letting me know that you are opening yourself up to some kind of new emotional perception. Okay, Aries. So take that as it resonates. Maybe you're clairsentient. That could be an extrasensory perception that's opening up within you. But I truly feel like it's a depth of emotional quality that you've yet to experience, and you're now starting to think a bit more open-mindedly, feel a bit more open heartedly, and you're seeing things a bit differently and with clarity. It's moving you and changing you, and it's really doing wonders for you, Aries. That's what I'm getting here. Wow. Unforeseen circumstances. You're up leveling in a major way. I'm excited. Okay, so let's keep going. Others in your environment. This could be why you're up leveling. I mean, who knows? Hey, maybe it's that decision that you decide to make, that temperance. You know what? This job isn't working. Those friends aren't working. This relationship's not working. I'm going to make a change, but I'm going to do it in the healthiest, most graceful way possible, right? Let's talk about others in your environment. King of Cups is what I have. Kings can always be, the court cards can always be like divine counterparts, people in our lives that matter to us. But it doesn't have to be. This could totally, well, I guess it could indicate a masculine energy, like a partner or a parent or a boss. Okay, but it doesn't have to be. It could definitely be the quality of character of the people in your environment, since this is in the others this month, others in June for you, Aries. So others in June are a bit removed, I do say. Maybe a bit more mature and experienced. I see that you are kind of floundering in some areas, but I see that others don't, they don't quite see it, right? I almost feel like they don't take you seriously. Okay, this guy's eyes are closed. He's not even involved in his own stuff. He's just like, I've been through so much stuff, I don't care anymore, right? That's what I feel from your environment. A lack of concern, a lack of commitment, a laziness even. I know the King of Cups is not traditionally lazy, but this is what Spirit is giving me for you, Aries. So please take this as it resonates. Others in your environment in June, I feel like they're a touch removed. I feel like they're not too emotional about stuff, kind of wrapped up in their own whatever it is. I feel like this is monotony, routine, isolation, stagnancy, comfortability in their own routine. Okay, they're okay with how things are, and they don't necessarily want to make changes, even if you do. Okay, and I feel like somewhere inside of you, you do. All right. So if you feel like there are changes to be made, you're the one to make them, whether other people come along or support them or not. Okay, because you are the advocate for you, and you're the person who's living your life. So let's talk about you within yourself. You have major arcana card number 8, the strength. So in the month of June, you'll really be anchoring in your own personal strength, okay, your independence, your capability. I do say that strength doesn't mean aggression. Strength doesn't mean dominance, okay? Strength doesn't mean you're going to bend to my will because I'm stronger than you, right? That's not what it means. It means I'm empowered in my beliefs. I make my own choices. I see what's right and what's wrong, and I decide what I want to engage with, okay? Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we know it's a mistake while we're making it, Aries. That's okay. You don't have to keep doing the same thing time and time again. You can learn from that. That is also a strength. It's learning from those past mistakes. Spirit wants me to say this. A strong person knows when the right time is to love, to be gentle, or to be that fierce, ferocious protector that they need to be, okay? Because it feels like, oh boy, now's the time for that mama bear to come out. Doesn't matter what gender you are. Okay. We all have these aspects within ourselves. Okay, Aries. So you get to choose what side of yourself to present with. Okay. Because you have all of these beautiful qualities within you, especially in June. You're relying on that inner strength that you have. Outwardly, you have the Queen of Swords showing here. So the Queen of Swords is a planner. She's clever. She has a strategy and she's patient. So Aries, above all else, I see that inside you're strong. You're anchoring in that inner strength, that resilience, that perseverance, that endurance to make it through whatever it is until the next thing. And you know that there's going to be a next thing. You may not quite know exactly what it is yet. The Queen of Swords outwardly is creating that as we speak. Okay, Aries. So now's the time to plan. Now's the time to plan objectively. Do you see this little, where am I at? This little cup here, it's behind closed bars. Okay, the cup can represent emotions in tarot. So this isn't Miss Emotional here. She's not, oh, but what about this or that? I'm going to make these decisions. Oh, I have to factor in every. No, she's thinking logically, planning logically, knowingly, okay, and not factoring in this, that, the other thing, the kitchen sink, her heart emotions, other people's preferences or moans and groans or complaints or whatever. This is someone who is truly like, wait a minute, I can solve this. I can fix this problem. I know there's an end result that we can achieve here in whatever area this is. This could be the long-term plan for your life. It doesn't have to be a short-term goal to achieve, but it could be, guys, I'm into the collective. So take this as it resonates. You see the vision. Note the steps down, and all you have to do is follow them, and eventually you'll make it there. All right. And it's not an emotional decision to twist you and turn you. You got to shut that off to clearly think about this and see this more objectively than getting pulled into he said, she said, but they're my friend and I care about this and what about that. And there's too many factors. The only factor that truly matters is you. You're the one who has to live in your body and sleep at night with everything that's going on. So you're going to want to make choices and decisions that you can live with, that make you happy. More than that, that light you up inside. You can do that. So what are you releasing, Aries? Two of Cups here. So you might truly be breaking up with somebody. You might be thinking about it. Partnerships, harmonious partnerships, you're releasing this. I do feel like some of you guys may not necessarily be having this huge breakup in June, but you might be really let down by some people who are close to you in June. Okay, you might be like, wow, I really trusted that. And now I feel like, what the heck? Okay, this could be you releasing that. I feel like we're tight and now I'm not sure. You know, this could be you stepping away from the codependence and into your own independence with that strength card. This could be what you're releasing here. You're releasing other people's opinions, your need for their validation for you to proceed on your path. You're releasing all of these things and it's beautiful for you for June. Aries, great job. What are you manifesting? Ace of Cups, brand new you, brand new emotional state, tending to your own needs before anyone else's. And that is how you magnetize into your experience exactly what is resonant with your soul. Okay, I see that you are focused on number one now, Aries, and that's good. It's not selfish to look out for yourself. It's not selfish to love yourself, care for yourself, even if that means removing yourself from familiar situations that have just always been that way. Okay, those kinds of people want to say, what are you thinking? Who do you think you are? It doesn't matter. That does not matter, Aries. You're the person who lives with your life. Live it for yourself. I see you shedding the old that has not been working, learning from that stuff, and leaning into new paths that just feel right to you. You're making big moves in June. I'm proud of you. Wow. So let's keep going with this, especially since you're starting from this place of work face where like some areas really, I'm just don't even know. How come I can't have this kind of great success in all areas of my life? If I had this over here, I'd be happy. Spirit says you can have this over here, but it might look a little different, or it might take a little bit of a different tactic or effort or structure or programming to get this kind of an energy to spread out into other areas of your life where you're just kind of pulling it off, faking it to make it, showing up because you have to. All right. So what can bring you down in the month of June? Eight of Swords here. Of course. Okay. These are those restrictions, but I must say this. I feel like Aries, oh my gosh, I feel like you have so much clarity in June that what brings you down is that you see these strings. Okay. So this person is intact. She is unburdened. She's whole and healthy and well and complete and happy, even. And she can glance in the mirror at herself, at her circumstances, and feel so tied down, so bogged down, so tied up with circumstances and consequences and these feelings of confinement or restriction or this lack of freedom to move, to breathe, to be creative, to shake things up. Remember, your self care. You need to shake things up. What brings you down? Sometimes you can't or you feel like you can't. I want you to know this: whatever these strings are can be cut and removed life. You can do that. That's a choice. Sometimes we don't cut those strings and stand up and walk away from that mirror because we're afraid to lose that thing. Could be a job, a relationship, a coping mechanism, Aries. Maybe we rely on that thing for some other purpose, and that holds some kind of power over you in the month of June. Maybe you don't like that. I want you to know that whatever those circumstances are that you're tolerating because the alternative is unthinkable at this time, Spirit wants you to know, Aries, that eventually the intolerable will make the unthinkable very possible for you, and you will feel extremely empowered to stand up and walk away from those circumstances, or to stand up and communicate and face them directly so that adjustments can be made so that you may have sustainable happiness as well. Now, what might lift you up in the month of June, Aries? Queen of Cups. I love this. Now, let me say this. Others in your life, King of Cups, these are divine counterparts. They can be, like I said. I want to say what can bring you up. Maybe you are having some cohesion in that area. Maybe you just really like when you get along with people that you care about. Maybe you like taking care of others, giving to others, being kind and nurturing and making food for people and caring for them when they're sick and telling them when they did a good job. You know, maybe you are that loving and giving person, and when you can do so freely, it lights you up. It lifts you up to feel safe enough to be able to give love to those who can receive it from you. I feel like in some areas you feel more frozen, less able to give as freely. I want you to notice that contrast. That can draw your attention, Aries, to this is going to take your mind places in your life. And you can notice these energy patterns so that you can more adequately address them with your full awareness. Okay. So allow yourself to give love when you can, to move emotions through you as you're able. I also feel like crying is healthy. I want to say this, Aries. You may not want to cry in front of people. That's fine. You don't have to. Cry alone in the shower. Cry in bed at night. Cry in the car if you need to. Sometimes we just, they're telling me now, maybe you smash your finger. Drop a freaking comment if you smash your finger in June or stub your toe and you have to cry and bawl like a baby to move some emotions through you. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to move the emotions through you. They're there. They need to move so that you can progress on your path. Okay. So allow that to happen if that's you. That may not fit with all Aries, but sometimes we need to cry, and it may not even be for your own good reasons, man. It might be for the past. It might be for the present. It might be for the collective. Allow it to move through you. Your body knows what it needs. And if it needs to cry, that's a healthy mechanism. Now, what is your final guidance? I've got two cards here for final guidance for you, Aries. 10 of Pentacles is the tarot for you. This is about a healthy support network or family unit, okay? Whatever the goal that you envision for your life is, it's achievable, okay? The home life, the lifestyle, the kind of people that you want to be with you in that environment, you get to create it all your own, okay? And I see here that you've kind of adopted this pattern or tactic of accepting some kind of lower vibe or negative behaviors because I feel like they may serve you in some other kind of way. Like, oh, well, my boss is a total manipulative jerk, but I need my paycheck, so I stick around and I let myself be verbally abused. Okay, take that as it resonates. I just feel like some of these cards are quite challenging. Okay, so what I want to say to you is this: when we begin to address those patterns that are running somewhere in our lives, it increases the vibration of you as a whole. Okay. And eventually it raises you up and out and almost like an untouchable vibration where you can manifest into your life a very comfortable balance of authentic happiness and flow. Okay. You won't have to put that work face on anymore to go do things and feel like you can. All right. You'll be able to actually have this in your life and in your home. And how do you do this? You've got to envision what you want. And this one fell out to complement your final guidance, and it was reversed. Okay. I take this from my own deck. It was reversed. Sneaky Shady is the card. And again, Sneaky Shady reminds me of that devil card that showed up in those finances, career, money. Sometimes we do what we got to do to make ends meet, and it might be dishonest. And that might be gnawing at you. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's a partner, someone you know, something. You guys, your conscience is real. And it's going to keep speaking to you until you disentangle or detach from whatever's bothering your conscience, even if that's in your home. So when you're creating your idea of the life that you desire in your home, in your family, the lifestyle that you want, the togetherness, the company, the time, create that. Set aside time, invite everyone to have dinner together, to cook dinner together, and then enjoy dinner together. Invite everyone to have a family pizza night or game night, or if this is at work, call everyone in. But remember, no sneaky, shady bullshit. You can't, I really feel like, go to church on Sunday and be a scumbag the other 6 days and expect your life to be blessed. I'm not saying you, Aries, but I'm saying that sometimes we tolerate things in our lives because we feel like, well, what can I do about that? You can detach, remove yourself, disengage, and go about your way. You don't want to be involved, even loosely, with anyone who has any negative energies about them, especially if they're not co-creating with you in a positive way. Hold your vibrational frequency to get where you want, and that is not allowing your vibration to succumb to those lower vibe energies. I feel like Spirit wants me to say sometimes we feel like it's out of our hands. If you don't have control and it's out of your hands, then maybe you're in the wrong place, because your life should be in your hands. You should have quite a degree of control. If you don't, you might need to seek some kind of assistance from a neutral other party. Okay. Use your own good judgment. If you feel like you cannot communicate with those that you are in company with, because sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes these strings are communication. Oh gosh, I don't want to have to say that. I'm afraid to speak up. I don't want to say whatever that is. Sometimes that is the lesson, is to get brave and say the thing, so that others may know you a little more deeply, so that you may assert your healthy boundaries. And then they can go, oh man, I never knew that bothered you. I'll stop doing that. I never knew. But when we give that information and they still continue to walk on top of us, or whatever this could be, manipulate, control, confine, abuse, restrict, traumatize, narcissistic behavior, I feel this could be a thing. When they still continue that, your option is still to protect yourself by not allowing them to have access to you in whatever way that means. That is how you can protect yourself. Sometimes if you've got to go to that kind of a drastic measure, it's still within your control. Oh no, I feel you now. Oh no, but then how will I make ends meet? Where will I live? Pray. Tell Spirit that you're willing, and ask for assistance, ask for a doorway. Look around and research what other options might be available for you other than this tangled web of restriction. Okay. There's something else out there. You have not seen it yet because you're not looking yet, because you haven't wrapped your head around this isn't real. You still believe the illusion. You're not sure you can stand up and walk away. When you decide that maybe you can, then you'll follow the breadcrumbs to where would it be? What would it be? What would it look like? How could I do that? And just like that, it can happen. when you become willing. That is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much, Aries, for letting me read for you today. I hope you enjoyed this June 2023 Heidi's Horoscopes. Now, I do have a Facebook page. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right here on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to click that notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Drop a comment to let me know how it resonates with you. And if you want to connect with me on another platform or on a deeper level, my links are in your description box. Until the next one, I send everybody so much love and so much blessings. Bye, guys.